my friends say, girl, you better take care.
Good evening, Steph community. Glad to have you aboard. We're going to get right into the highlights of news. You know, we like to give this to you to keep you abreast of what's going on. Sorry about the inconvenience. I was waiting for a little while again. It's got to be amazing to see how the Democrats are working every little edge that they have, every little piece of propaganda, whatever they can throw at us to do a separation between the people. Always chaos. There's always something going on. Lies, dissension between voters, always something going on. And what we try to do is take this with a grain of salt. Because we can't believe in anything, and I mean anything they're telling us. There also, this Justice Kavanaugh signed out an alert video of a citizen being manhandled by DHS. He's trying to push this viral, not knowing the ramifications of it. When the lady was pulled out of the car, she refused to roll the window down. She refused to cooperate. And so they did their job. Usually, if you get stopped by an officer, your best bet is not to run or to refrain. If you hear in the right manner, explain it to them, give them your paperwork, work with them, and you're free to go. They tried to make things look like it's prejudice. That's the first thing the Democrats call out. It's vetting out people, looking for certain people. In that case, we got a lot of different people here. So they are going to ask questions to figure things out. Also, they're trying to force a vote on the Affordable Care Act for tax credits. Wonderful things like Trump is trying to pass in a beautiful bill that they pass. He's trying to get tariff checks to everyone. And they're saying this has to go through the Senate. Trump is looking for a way to go around that because they don't want to give him credit for anything or doing anything good for American people. You have a U.S. raid, as they call it, that is going against the Somalians, and rightfully so. We get into that of the billions and billions of dollars that Ilhan Omar and her group have done to Americans. Even over $200 million in food serving surplus is gone. Also, Donald Trump had returned from Japan today. And he's become obsessed with the tiny key cars. And he wants them sold in America. This is a cheaper car and very good on fuel. Also, the court is dealing with major blows for the Guard's deployment out of Texas. They don't want them. They don't want them to join and help. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be a war about that. This Texas Governor Greg Abbott has joined the President Donald Trump in its efforts to expand federal oversight. We have a warning that's coming out for everyone who's receiving IRS checks. It's urgent that you protect your checks. Try and have them routed to a post office box or be at home when they're delivered. We have a large rising on home invasion and home theft. We have people that are picking up boxes at an alarming rate. This is Christmas time. And stealing. We're living in a society that your neighbor is not your friend. You have to watch and protect yourself at all times. The federal law is taking effect on January the 1st in Florida. That is shaking up pet owners. Cats and dogs, I guess, statewide, these animals, you have to be regulated with insurance. So if they harm, hurt, or bite anyone, you have to have insurance on them. The law formally regulates pet insurance for the first time in the state, and it will be held up and dealt with. President Trump was also asked again. A lot of people worried about the tariff checks. Will he give them out? And I've just said there are some obstacles that he has in the way. And Donald Trump is really working for the people. And they're looking for ways to get around distributing the checks out to people. Because you know the Democrats fought to shut the government down where people couldn't even eat. They could care less about a check. It says also there's millions of people who are victim to Walmart scam. This scam led to overpricing, and it's going to show that the Federal Communication and Commission is also cracking down on the company. It's said to be behind millions of scam robocalls impersonating Walmart employees. So this is another ruling that is coming up. Hopefully it'll be in our favor to protect us, because everything that we're working on seems to be nothing but a scam. And this will deal with Walmart. The Federal Commission of Communication is cracking down on the company. And it says that Walmart is said to be behind the source of it. A lot of people have seen Jim Jordan and Trump having meetings behind closed doors. Democrats in uproar, wondering what's going on in there, what type of depositions is Trump handling. Now, Trump is working this way because there's no trust in the White House. Everybody's out to get him on his policies, even people that he has working with him. Trump 2.0 is much different. He's alert. Man's not even sleeping. And he's staying in front of all the probable problems. We've never seen judges work so hard against a president. And we've never seen so many lies from across the hall. Democrats have said there will be a changing of power in a very ethical and nice way. Biden sat there and agreed the same thing. And these people are ruthless with what they want. Basically, all our money and what we have tied up in things have been taken from us by the Democrats. Not millions, not billions, into the trillions. Also, Treasury Scott Bessent says Trump is insisting that the money he made from the tariffs agenda goes out to the people and spread some of the wealth. Now, why this is coming up a lot, they're fighting him from doing it. But like everything else, Donald Trump and his team have found a way to deliver. We also have information on Denny's, which is closing down all of their retail restaurants, and they're trying to get it done by the end of the year. They say it's a buyout from another company. We'll see, but so long to Denny's. PXF was also tried to be thrown under the bus and undermined by Elf Kelly. He looks like an elf to me. And saying that the Sedacious Six, they wanted to nail him to the cross for, they're saying that people were illegally killed on the boats. And after everything was laid out, we find out that PX did not give the second strike command. So again, they're looking like idiots. Also, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth asked for the 4-star Navy admiral overseeing the U.S. To step down. And this was due to his words commenting about the concerns of the boat strikes. So you see that they're taking their orders seriously and their own target. Mark Kelly, sloth, they couldn't find anything wrong with the orders that our beloved President Trump had delivered. And as I say, people, always open up the book, double check things. Don't believe the first thing you hear. Always dig into the news. Even if you're a busy person working 2 or 3 jobs, it's good to get your news in a reliable setting. The big news channels no longer give you facts. Even things are getting so blatant now. You even have CNN, NCP, whatever they call them, right? Because I never look at them. ABC starting to question the rulings on some of these Democrats and making them answer the hard questions. Because as you look at it, it's idiotic and blatantly crazy. And people are starting to wake up all over. People are starting to see. It's got to bother you when a foreign country comes here. It gets billions of dollars. Tampon Tim stands behind them, covers it up. Donald Trump this, Donald Trump that. That's the reason why he can't do anything, because he's worried about Donald Trump. Why he lets his city, his domain, fall apart. Now we got some skinny, two-faced, stupid, nasty, disgusting Ian Omar that hates America. And you're blatantly letting this person run wild. And because it's in Minnesota, people don't think it's not affecting you. If you pay taxes, it's your money too. So we have to watch these people. Be on guard. Report things. Don't be one of the naysayers that sit back and say, oh, I just change this and oh, change that, and never say anything. You see it, say it. It'll be heard. And at all times, watch, protect yourself, and believe in what you're doing. I'm going to always say this to you, always prepare yourself. Donald Trump is going to open up a world of trading this year. Get in where you fit in. And remember I told you, always get your piece of the dream. Foreigners come in and do it. Get your little piece of land. Get your little piece of the dream. Prepare for what's coming. And if it comes later, you're still ready. But prepare yourself for it. Teach your kids that. Don't be self-reliant on what is going on. People, we got a lot of new things opening up, and a lot of jobs are going to be gone. I venture to say by this time next year, we'll have robots walking around us 20 to 30 times smarter than us. 20 to 30 times can work harder than us. Our cars now are computers with wheels. And I watch things because it's changing at an alarming rate. I watched Tesla with the self-driving car. They tried to wreck the car. Another car coming head on at it. It avoided it. In a cramped situation, it started backing up on its own. Seeing things 80 to 100 times better than a normal driver. I used to be against that. But when I looked at that on YouTube, I said, wow, that's amazing. I've watched the program of robots come out. It's going to help the elderly. It's going to be protection there, food cooking, able to get around a companion to talk to. It is changing people. And I try and tell my audience all the time, get on the bandwagon. Change it. Get smart. Think smart. Be smart. And if you're wasting money on the things that are lavish, you got Christmas coming up. I can't tell you how to spend your money, but I can definitely tell you, spend as least as possible. 2026 is coming up. And I'm not an advisor, but I got my feet in to where I fit in at. There's a lot of money to be made. We feel changes like this every 50 years. And definitely the way things are going, I encourage everybody to be a land associate. Get some land. Because with land you can survive. And a lot of you may ask why. You can make a park out of it. You can put houses on it. You can sustain yourself with food, livestock. All of these things are important, people. You know, we report on a lot of things. And a lot of our food is contaminated. It's only going to get worse. So on that note, I want all my audience to prepare themselves for life. Life is more than going to work every day. Life is more than just going with the routine. You can live to be 90. You can live to be 100. You never know. And don't say, well, things aren't going right. I'm not going to have jobs and stuff. No way. I'll let the government take care of me. All that's changing. It is changing drastically. So let's keep the good fight. Work hard. Implement things that are smart and durable to sustain us. And with that, Step Community, we'll see you on the next one.